Well, just like what we did to Golden State Warriors at their arena when we sort of blew them out, they did that to us. They blew us out. In all fairness, with Golden State Warriors, they were fighting for something, so they had to play harder. Now, for us, we still have stuff to play for. So we know. The other day, I forgot whether or not if it was yesterday or Sunday, but one of those days, somebody mentioned with the loss of Brooklyn Nets, the Heat technically already clinched the play-in, meaning they're not going to get eliminated at all. Right now, it's for the Miami Heat. It's a matter of seeding. It's a matter of, can we make the playoffs itself, or do we have to once again come out of the play-in just to even make it to the playoffs? That's the big question. So right now, Kevin Love earlier today was questionable to return, which was awesome, but then he was ruled out again. Hero and Duncan Robinson still out. So you would think Jimmy Butler can make something happen, right? Well, he got sick. So he wound up not playing this game. Great. So short staff, Miami Heat's going up against a Golden State Warriors team that is playing for something. And my God, they play for something. We're going to start with Golden State because they are the road team. We're going to start with Draymond. He only has 4 points with the 2 field goals, with 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals. Kuminga with 18 points with 8 for 13 field goals, with 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Andrew Wiggins with 18 points, 17 points rather. He has a 3 with 7 for 12 free throws. Field goals, 2 for 2 free throws. There you go. 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. Stephen Curry, he also has 17 points, but he has 3 3-pointers. He was 3 for 10, so I guess that's kind of a good thing that we were defending Stephen Curry, forcing him to make shots. And now in all fairness with Curry, he is still a very talented 3-point shooter. I mean, he won a 3-point contest and a close one too. But either way, 7 for 15 in field goals. I'm not saying Curry wasn't good then. He was spectacular then. He's still spectacular now. That's what I'm getting at. 2 rebounds, 6 assists. And Klay Thompson, well, remember how people were saying Klay Thompson is washed? Well, of course, playing the Heat, he's gone again. 28 points with 6 freaking 3-pointers. Yeah. This guy shot 6 3-pointers. And they were the same marks that told him he's washed. So, if they win the NBA Finals again, and he's the MVP, I shut our mouths. That's why I don't say anything to other players. I just don't. Because I believe in karma. Yeah, Klay Thompson showed us. Anyway, 11 for 20 field goals, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in the block. Now we talk about the Heat. Jovic with 11 points with 2 3-pointers, 4 for 11 field goals with 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Bam Adebayo with 24 points. He did shoot a 3-pointer. And he tried to attempt more threes, but flat out just missed. And so does Thomas Bryant, but we'll get to that's just a discussion for another time. 10 for 21 in field goals as well. 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal on the block. Patty Mills, just 2 points and an assist. Rozier with 15 points, with 7 for 18 field goals, 1 3-pointer he has made, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. And Jaime Jaquez with 12 points with a 3-pointer, 4 for 10 in field goals, 3 for 4 in free throws. He has 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And then a couple of guys off the bench. At the time, Haywood Highsmith was better than Curry, but they evenly matched with 3-pointers, and Curry has more points with just two more points. So it doesn't matter at the end. Anyway, off the bench, Haywood Highsmith with 15 points, with 3 for 3 3-pointers, 6 for 7 in field goals, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. I thought Haywood Highsmith played excellent tonight. I thought he was really good tonight. And then you got Caleb Martin with 10 points, with 4 for 12 field goals. and they used the rest of the bench. So it's bad when you use up all the bench, which is why in this game I really do not have much to say. The Heat had their chances and they just could not, and the defense kind of let themselves down after the second half start. We start off there are a couple of pointers I can say. So we start off with the 3-pointer by Rozier. Great, Curry responds, and then Klay Thompson being Klay Thompson. Now, here's where I get pretty frustrated. There was a situation. So we all remember this. Early in the season, Draymond Green always gets himself in some trouble. Whether it's beating up people, slamming them, choking them. So he gets suspended once or twice in the season. He had to take a leave of absence to get himself better, right? In this scenario, he has his arm wrapped around Patty Mills' neck area, right? Like this. Everyone saw it. NBC Bay Area saw it. The fans saw it at the arena. Bally Sports saw it. Everybody saw this. So we're thinking, and this is part of the rule book, the freaking rule book, man, mind you. If in the event where the contact or anything was made during the neck area like this, it's a flagrant, right? Referees did take a look. They were initially going to give us a 2 free throws, right? Anyway, because Mills was in or it wasn't Mills, it was Bam Adebayo. But even then, even if he wasn't in the shooting motion, it would still have been a flagrant foul. Then we would have shots anyway and in possession of the basketball. But the referee said it's a common foul, and considering that Bam was not in the shooting motion by the time the whistle's been blown, it's still Miami basketball side out. No flagrant foul whatsoever. How in the world is that not a flagrant foul? He's clearly grabbing Mills by the neck. I don't care if it was light or strong, egregious. I do not care. Bottom line, he had them grabbed right there. I don't understand. How in the world is that not a flagrant foul? They missed it. They totally missed it. Not that it matters. I'm just telling you, not that it matters. But come on, you gotta get the call right. Anyway, because of that, Golden State goes on a little bit of a run. Miami does make this comeback with a bunch of 3-pointers made by Haywood Highsmith and Bam Adebayo in the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, it's 26-24. Second quarter, it evens out 29-29. So relatively competitive second quarter, I will say this. But Klay Thompson is shooting buckets, and so is Kuminga for Golden State. For the Miami Heat, you got Rozier, Caleb Martin, Jaime Jaquez is shooting some buckets. Patty Mills making a jumper. Haywood Highsmith once more. Draymond Green making a layup. Bam with the layup. Klay Thompson once more making a 3-pointer. And the halftime score would be 53-55 Miami. So, it also, throughout the entire first half, for the first time in 2 years, I believe it was November of 2022, Miami Heat did not even shoot a free throw in the entire first half. So, it's okay if we're doing all right. But some points, man, they're just letting Golden State be egregious. Now, I will say this: most of the half was clean. Most of the half was clean. But how in the world do we not get one free throw in the first half? That's insanity. Well, anyway, in the third quarter, we would eventually get a free throw. But my gosh, Golden State would go on a run, and they never looked back. So thanks, Klay Thompson. Thanks, Andrew Wiggins. Thanks, Kuminga. Thanks, Stephen Curry. With your freaking 33-foot 3-pointer. So finally, Klay Thompson gets called for a foul. Jaime Jaquez would shoot the first free throws. Now, there was an N1 for Golden State. I forgot to mention with Kuminga, but he had some missing, so it really doesn't matter anyway. Hawkcast finally shoots his first free throws, and he would make both of them. I'm just saying, Golden State would take the lead in the beginning of the third quarter, and they would not look back. Third quarter score would be 85-75. We were outscored by them by 12, 32-20 in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, it did not get better at all. As there would be some nice dunks, I would say, by both sides. Like Bam. But either way, Curry makes those both 3-pointers and a shot. Really not much to say. Golden State just kind of beat us. And then they empty out the bench, and that's pretty much it. The final score of this game is 113-92. I believe this is the Heat's 5th straight loss against a Western Conference team, as far as I heard from Eric Reed. That sucks. That sucks. Now, it wasn't as bad as New Orleans. That game was horrible. This one, it was bad. It was just a bad loss. But, there's still plenty of games left. Now, I will say this. It's unfortunate what happened. So, let me take a look at the team stats real quick. Then we'll talk about the seeding in a little bit. All right, so team stats. You got Golden State obviously getting a better field goal percentage. They have a better 3-point percentage. The Heat somehow get better free throw percentage, despite not shooting a single free throw in the first half. They have more rebounds than we do. They have more assists than we do. They have more steals than we do. And they have more blocks than we do. And their largely was 22. So Golden State just flat out outright played better. So not much to comment on that, really. All right, then let's look at oh my God. Let's look at the seeding real quick. So as of right now, this time of the recording, it's currently 11:30 p.m. The Heat are still currently in 7th place in the Eastern Conference. We're 2.5 games behind Indiana, and because we have a tiebreaker against Philadelphia, we are ahead of them within the seeding point. As of right now, we're the only team in that scenario. Actually, we're the. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna lie, but I don't want to do that. Milwaukee played tonight, and they also lost to the Lakers. So to them, is really not much difference because they're gonna make the playoffs anyway. For the Heat, however, there was a lot to play for. So Philadelphia does not play tonight. Philadelphia did play yesterday. Did they play yesterday? Let me double check. If they did. No, it was the yeah, they did. Yeah, the Sixers did play yesterday, and they ended up losing to Sacramento Kings. I think Sabonis got break the consecutive double-double, so congratulations to him. So Philadelphia loses that one, which was fortunate for us. However, the Pacers did beat the Clippers, so that's not good. In terms of tomorrow, as I'm taking a look right now, Indiana plays Chicago, which it's probably going to be a steamroll for them, or could be a trap game. So, Pacers versus Bulls, and you got the Clippers versus 76ers at Philadelphia this time, happening at 7:30. So we'll see what happens with that one as they make their way back to the East. We'll see what happens. So those are the 2 games of interest. Pacers and Bulls, and Clippers versus 76ers. And you can even throw in Orlando Magic. I think tomorrow they play the Golden State Warriors. Should be an interesting one. I think the Magic has that one personally because I notice every time they go to Warriors go to Central Florida, they always struggle against the Magic in Orlando, Florida. But we'll see what happens with this one, as right now we are still stuck at 7th place in the East. Before I go, I do want to make this breaking news. Tomorrow there will, or tonight, or later today, depending on when the video uploads. I'm going to be doing a Miami Marlins season preview. We're going to talk about the starting rotations, and we're going to talk about the roster, and then we're going to mention the schedule. So we'll see what happens with this one, as the Marlins season is about to kick off on Thursday. So I'm pretty excited for that. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you ever enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami teams you guys are back. And when he does, hit it right there with the favorite team you deserve. This game was terrible. The Heat play again on Friday against Portland Trailblazers. It's a winnable game. Hopefully we don't get trapped like we did in Portland. And, yeah, if there's any time that the Heat needs to win games, it's right now. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.